Welcome to the second day in our 31 Days Love Challenge, the Engaged Singles Edition. This is a 31 Days Love Challenge for people who are dating or in a serious relationship. And this is the day two. Now, quickly, let's look at the quote for the day. Your definition of marriage will determine your orientation about marriage. If your orientation is wrong, please check your definition. Marriage is for two mature people of different sex for better or worse. Now, let's quickly look at this together. Now, I've come to discover that orientation and definition goes together. Now, when your definition about a particular subject is wrong, definitely your orientation about it will be wrong. For instance, if you don't understand the purpose of the wedding ring, it's possible that you just decide to wear this same ring on any finger, whether on the left or on the right. Now, when you don't understand the purpose of a thing, Miles Morris said, abuse is inevitable. Now, marriage is being abused in our world today, in our generation today, because so many people coming into marriage does not even understand the purpose of marriage and the true definition of marriage. So don't forget where we started from. When your definition is wrong, your orientation about it will be wrong. So marriage, number one, is for two people of different gender. Marriage is not between a male and a male. It's not between a female and a female. Marriage is for two mature people of different gender. So let's first settle the issue of gay and lesbianism. These are the days they will say you are straight, you are this. Now, God created them male and female. So it's either you are a male or you are a female. Now, so marriage was designed by God to be between a man and a woman. And another thing you need to add to that is they must be mature. So marriage is the coming together of two mature male and female. Not that the man is mature, the lady is not mature. Not that the lady is mature and then the man wants to go into marriage based on the maturity of the man. I've come to discover that marriage will not work when somebody wants to leverage on the maturity of the other person to do marriage. The two must be mature enough to stand whatsoever that marriage will bring to their table. Because getting married comes with its own challenges and consequences. Now, that said, you need to understand that you need to work on your maturity, the lady work on her maturity, and when the two of you come together in a relationship and then move into marriage, the two of you can actually face the future. So marriage, first of all, is not for people of the same sex. Number two, it is for people who are mature. And another thing we need to add to this is that it is for better or worse. Now, I know we are faith people, we are charismatic people. We don't love to say things like for better, for worse. In fact, we prefer to remove worse from our dictionary. So why, Pastor Jethro, why say worse? Now, let me say it now. There are things that you and I don't prepare for in marriage that might happen. Now, we've seen cases of people getting married, then the man lost the job. Now, you cannot know whether the man will lose the job when you get married. I've seen cases of people getting married, the first 3 years there was no baby, different challenges of different kinds. Now, my challenge is not your challenge, and one of us, we have our own share of challenge in marriage. But your maturity and how grounded you are with God and wisdom that you have gathered about marriage will help you to navigate your way through the season of challenge. Now, if your definition of marriage is for better, for stay, when things are rosy, hello, everybody will seem dancing to the rhythm of the day. But when things are tough, if your definition is for worse, for japa, hello, you will not stay. So it's either it is for better, for worse, I will stay. No matter what happens, I've entered. And that is the mentality that you must come into marriage with. Don't come into marriage with an exit door in view. Don't come into marriage with the orientation of my father's house is still calling, is still waiting for me, I can return back. No, marriage will not work out that way. It is not for worse, my japa. It is not for worse, I'm returning back home. It's not for worse, I'm going to marry another person. It is for better or worse. Now, what's the action point for today? You and your partner should sit down and discuss about your definition about marriage, and then you ask yourself, what can I do? You ask your partner, what can I do that will break this marriage? What is that thing that if I do, you might not be able to absorb it, you might not be able to take it, that might want to threaten the survivor or the lifeline of this marriage? That is the action point for today. Don't forget, this is the Engaged Singles 31 Days Love Challenge, and we expect you to sit down with your partner and discuss the action points together. That is the purpose of this. Join us at the Engaged Singles Retreat, 2nd to 3rd of June at Ilaji Resort and Hotels in Akron, Ibadan. Registration for the two of you is just 15,000 naira, feeding, accommodation, logistics, games, and everything inclusive in that meeting. The account details to pay is there on your screen. Then the phone number, if you want to make any inquiries, you want to pay ahead or pay in installments, you can do so. And the phone number to chat up is also there. See you at the Engaged Singles Retreat in Ilaji Resorts and Hotels come 2nd and 3rd of June. See you tomorrow morning.